unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it to the back on the draw. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Demania. Makes the grab. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
This time he's got his man. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Demania. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Zings it complete to the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
To throw, it's Stamania. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're working that left side all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway. this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Otis. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking them right to the face.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Demania. Safe completion on the screen. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
This screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This
breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback.
Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Otis. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the run, it's Ellington. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw. It's Roberts. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive firepower and speed all over the field, and this defense said, I will have none of that, and shut everything down.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Otis. Under fire. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? Clemson set up with another first down. Try to get it to the edge. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
South Carolina, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Otis. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After getting stuck, what did they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? Looking to throw, it's Otis. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Roberts. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session, because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Otis. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Turning it on. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He's into the end zone from the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. After this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.